Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, look, y'all, let me tell y'all this, right? I don't know if it's a trend or a cool thing to say, oh, y'all being police, y'all snitching on YouTube, y'all clout chasing, whatever y'all want to say to look cool for the internet, right? But let me tell y'all this. A lot of corruption, a lot of foul play has been going on within the music industry for years. These ain't no hood murders, no hood crimes, average killings that we talking about. All right, the entertainment industry as a whole have been using and knocking off young black men for a while now for their own gain and benefit. And although we may just look at these guys as rappers, singers, actors, or athletes, these guys are sons. These guys are fathers, these guys are brothers, uncles, role models, and providers for the people that surround them, including their family, right? And they're losing their lives solely at the hands of the industry. And the industry continues to get away with it because a lot of people don't like to think outside the box. All right? And all we're doing is pointing out the flaws in the stories that we're told. That's all we're doing. I always tell y'all the truth never changes. The truth is one thing and that's it. It shall never change. So if something is valid, it's no reason stories should be changing or just things not adding up. It's no different than back when Tupac and Biggie was alive and they was beefing. Shout out to Gene Deal because he exposed a lot of things when it came to Biggie that we didn't even know about. But like I said, it's no difference. The only difference is now, matter of fact, is social media. Now that it's social media out, we could literally nitpick at certain things, point out the flaws, and be able to get it around to millions of people in a matter of a click. All right, so anyway, I just had to get that out there, y'all. I'm sorry for taking up your time. Now let's talk about some things that we was told that simply isn't adding up when it comes to this Young Dolph story once again. All right, and some of y'all may be sick of these Young Dolph videos, but every time you turn around, there's something new that's that we missed that's coming out. And every time I catch it, I'm gonna talk about it. Perfect example, I just found out that the girl that was actually speaking to the news is a stripper, or had some type of stripping background, or whatever the case may be. You see what I'm saying? Every time you turn around, there's something new. I seen pictures. Somebody sent me pictures to my email of her, and it's getting crazy. So now that puts a lot of things into perspective. All right, it's easy to coerce a stripper or somebody that's in need of money, or you see what I'm saying, having ties to a certain someone. We're not going to say no names. Right? And for y'all that's out there saying, oh, how would one breath people saying JoJo Splat and them have something to do with it, and then now y'all saying the cookie shop? Okay, first and foremost, right, there's a difference between being behind a hit and being the person that actually did the hit. Those are two different roles. And also, high level hits, and whenever you are a target, it's a structure to it. It's not just one person. It's an assortment of things that could play a part in someone losing their life, especially on that kind of scale. Have y'all not heard of the mob and how the Mafians roll? Okay then. But anyway, right now, someone sent me a video link of a man by the name of the Cussin pastor, I think. He went live yesterday speaking on the Makedas cookie shop, right? And shout out to him because everything I said in previous videos about this case, he brought up as well. And like I always say, you may pull a wool over some people's eyes, but you can't fool people that pay attention. And the thing that stuck out to me in that clip of his live that he mentioned, that I also said before, was, quote, out of everyone in that store, in that narrow store, how was Young Dolph the only one hit? You see what I'm saying? I knew it wasn't just me. People was in the comments making excuses. But look, these guys had automatic weapons shooting into a store through a glass in a small area. And nobody so much as got grazed or shot. Just Dolph? Come on, y'all. Come on. Now, once again, either these guys are some professional sharpshooters from the Navy or something, or some stories just ain't adding up. As for the Cussin pastor, y'all make sure y'all go check out his videos, because he actually has more insight on the cookie shop themselves, and he break down who them people actually are, because I think he actually knows of them. All right, so he got a little more information based on the cookie shop. Now, something else I want y'all to pay attention to that I never brought up before. Peep the video when Dolph first did the promo for Makedas cookie shop on November 10th. Dolph was in an unmarked white pickup truck, parked backwards. Now this lets me know that Dolph knew how to move. Just like his artist came out and said, everyone knows if you're involved in the streets, you never park forward because you wouldn't be able to see what's going on, nor would you be able to flee if someone decides to attack you. This is a trait that most guys from the hood have because it's like an unwritten rule. I even still do this to this day. But anyway, now that I see that, it makes you think, why would he take his car that he knows everyone knows him to have to a cookie store he frequently goes to and be by himself? Alright, now if you pay attention to the car on the scene, it was parked forward, indicating that either he wasn't driving, because we seen that white pickup truck that he was in before when he did the promo, it was parked backwards. So either he wasn't driving, or I'm assuming it's because he wasn't by himself and he assumed that whoever he was with was going to have his back in case anything did take place, or simply he was just in a rush and planned to get in that store and get out, never to linger. You see what I'm saying? Never to linger. And it makes sense because he had that not the cookie drive. He had the turkey drive that he was supposed to attend at 2 o'clock, but he went to the cookie store at 1. So that lets you know that he was pretty much in a rush. So also another thing that we gotta expose, right? Channel 5 News said themselves that he was in the cookie store with someone else and they were both on their phones. So who's the person he was with? In fact, who was the guy that so-called ran after the white car? None of his close friends can identify him. So who was he and why it took so long to respond to the incident? And the reason why this information is so important is because everyone was running with the narrative that he was by himself. Oh, we seen the TikTok video, he was in the gas station by himself. So I got a question. Now that we know that he wasn't by himself, where do we go from here? What's the real motive? What narrative are we going to run with now? Everyone's saying, oh, you're not supposed to be in the hood by yourself. You're not supposed to be going back and forth to the hood. But guess what? He wasn't by himself. Channel 5, I think it was Channel 5, the people that did the interview with the owner, they said that he was in the store on his cell phone along with another individual that was on his cell phone as well. Who's the other individual? You see what I'm saying? Now also, Pete, he went to the store and did the promo November 10th. And was killed 6 days later on November 17th. Now, yes, he was a frequent customer whenever he was in the city, but who would know that he'll be back in the city specifically on that day at that time? Yes, he had a turkey drive, like I stated earlier, but understand the turkey drive once again was set up to take place at 2 o'clock. They say he was shot and killed around 1:30ish, which means he was trying to get in and out because obviously he had things to do. So how did anybody know that that man was going to be at that cookie store at that specific time? Alright, and another thing we got to pay attention to that some of y'all actually brought to my attention in the comments as well. And this is why the comment section to me is so important, because you find out information, you get the debate information, all that. But someone brought to my attention the time it took the ambulance to even get on the crime scene. All right, out of all the videos I've seen personally from the eyewitnesses that was on the scene, with some videos ranging from 10 to 15 minutes at least with Dolph being on the floor, there was no ambulance present on that scene. Now, of course, they may have came late, but why is that? Why is it every time a rapper is shot in their own hometown, the ambulance take forever? Why is it that FBG Duck went through the same thing with the ambulance taking forever, and even when they did get there, they took forever to give him medical attention? Why? FBG Duck's body was still moving while he was on that floor, while the medics took their time on the crime scene. Dolph's body was still moving from the videos we've seen, with his arm hanging out at one point as well. And also keep in mind that some of y'all brought to my attention, which happened to be the cookie store surveillance, right? What happened to that surveillance footage from inside the store? We see all the surveillance footage from outside, right? But what happened to the surveillance footage from inside the store? That's another thing that will put a lot of these stories to rest. Being that the shop owner and the daughter can't seem to get their stories together, what happened to the footage from inside the shop that'll pretty much put all the stories to rest? We'll know if the father was in or outside the shop at the time of the shooting. You see what I'm saying? And I don't know how true it is, but someone in the comments of the other video said that the cookie shop employees said that they just so happened to turn off the cameras that day. Come on, y'all. Once again, I don't know how true that is. Somebody got to look that up for me. I'm going to go check it out myself. But someone just wrote that in one of the comments probably like 20 minutes ago. You see what I'm saying? And another thing we got to question, once again, why don't the shop owner and his daughter's story add up? I still can't get over that. Because what are you hiding? Why did you lie? If the situation had nothing to do with you, what's the sense in even lying? What are you trying to cover up? You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of details that's emerging, man. I'm gonna leave that there, y'all. As some details emerge on this story, I'll be sure to update y'all, because I'm more than sure that as new information continue to emerge, there's going to be a lot of more flaws in it, because certain things already aren't adding up. All right. And shout out to the comment section, man. Even though you never know how valid the information in there it'd be a lot of details in there. And that's why it's important to digest the information and do your own research after. But nonetheless, it's a lot of information in the comment section. Shout out to everyone that like having healthy debates to contribute to the videos. I appreciate y'all for checking out the videos. Once again, like I said, as details emerge, I'll keep updating you guys. As for now, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. And I'm out.